to save this guy for last because he's one of the people that I really fuck with on some real shit. Cool is his name is. He's cool as hell. A clown when it comes to he gonna talk his shit. But my dude is all about it though. My man is all about it though. Hey, welcome back to the show, my brother, Cool McCain, Eagles Elite. What's good, bro? How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm great, man. I'm covering AL2. Really enjoyed that, man. A lot of good people, a lot of good players.
Nice.
Good ownership, coaching, all that. So good fun time, man. Good fun time. And now it's time, for the show I broke out. I don't wear this much, but I went ahead and broke out the trophy edition Philadelphia Eagles black and gold. You know what I'm saying? So, I told y'all all last year what was going to happen. Nobody ain't listening to me. Well, not many people listen to me.
It's all good. We'll talk about that because I'm gonna let you get it off because we got this little friendly rivalry going on. Obviously, y'all know who I root for. Cool. Y'all know who Cool roots for. So we've been going at it for a little bit for the last couple of years. But before we get into that, obviously you got a lot of stuff, a lot of projects going on. I'm a big supporter of Cool McCain, but hey, drop your website so the people can know where they can find you at, so they can follow your content. Go ahead, bro.
All right, so it's not as many places as you would think, but it's a lot of content at those places. Mm-hmm. So you can find, I'm gonna level off things like this: Eagles Elite, and NFC Beast. You can find both of those at Eagles Elite Podcast on YouTube. I would definitely appreciate people hopping in, especially if you're fans of one of the teams in the NFC East for NFC Beast. And if you are a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles, come check your boy out at Eagles Elite Podcast every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Now, over on the play caller side, you can find my AL2 shows. I did a Turf Talk. I did a show specific to one of the teams, the Jersey Bearcats, who were the runner-up for the championship, and also for a team local to my area, the Carolina Predators. More content will be coming from them, of course, once they start to get back in the swing of things when we get back to the spring. Also at Real Play Callers, you can find Play Callers Sports Talk, as well as some of the one-off things that I do. But this one right here, you'll find on Eagles Elite because, come on now. you got to put this with the fam. You know what I'm saying? So come check me out, man. And if you go to my link tree right here below, any other projects that I forgot to mention or that come up that I do, I have not done the best job the last month or so updating it, but I'm going to get on it. As a matter of fact, when I finish Eagles Elite tonight, I'm going to go ahead and take care of it.
Hey, we hear that. Hey, you a busy man, man. And if there's anybody that understands the grind, I think I understand it. Being a content creator, producer, manager, you're doing advertising, you're doing this. You got like 6, 5, 7 different hats. I understand. Trust. I get it.
I'm a bumble clutch when it comes to work, man.
All the time, man. Don't be rude, boy. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, hey, we like a Jamaican. We got to have multiple hats. It's all good. Look, like I said, I'm a Chiefs fan. He's an Eagles fan.
One thing I forgot. Yeah. Shady Sports Network at Shady Sports Network on YouTube. Check them out as well. A lot of football content, not just NFL, but all the arena and spring footballs. You can find good information and good stuff on there as well.
What's going on? Stu Vision. What's good with you? What's good? Yeah. So look, let's just get it out the way. All right. Super Bowl victory. All right. Your team demolished my team. All right. I ain't got nothing to say. All right. I'm past it. Obviously, you not because you won and y'all celebrated. I'm past it because we got demolished and embarrassed. Just kind of go through, it felt like vindication. Like, yeah, we needed that. Y'all got your lick back from a couple of years ago. Because I will give Jalen Hurts his props. He's done something that most can't do. If his name is not Jalen Hurts or Tom Brady, it's kind of hard to beat that man in the playoffs. And matter of fact, the Super Bowl. So, yeah, Jalen Hurts got his name in rarefied air. Man, go ahead and speak on that Super Bowl victory, bro.
All right. So, I've been telling people, I told y'all last year this time, I did this show. And I said, it's a year, bro. The defense is right. The offense is right. That when we added Shea Sean, Barkley, as the hood dude say,
Hey,
Shayshawn. When we
Sean.
added him, that was the missing piece. And I'm not saying that we couldn't have won without him, but he was a key piece, and the addition of him gave us that confidence in the running game, because we had some other backs that weren't bad, but they weren't on the level of Saquon Barkley. So once we were able to get Saquon in, man, that changed everything. What's up, Lil G Griffith as well? Another one of my Eagles brethren, Fly Eagles Fly. Nice. So the thing is, there is a level of vindication, but at the end of the day, no matter what we did this past year, we still lost a couple of years ago. So that's still a Super Bowl that we'll never have, right? Yeah. So the way that I feel about it is, all I wanted was the referees to allow the game to be played, and they did that for the most part. There are some Chiefs fans, I'm not talking about Marvin, some Chiefs fans that had the audacity, the nerve, the unmitigated gall, the grande kahunas, or I should say minuscule kahunas, to try to act like the referees helped the Eagles win.
No,
y'all no help stop it and acknowledge. Like, that defense was a legendary defense. You know what I'm saying? And then the offense was just as powerful. And people don't want to give QB1 the props. Super Bowl MVP is not good enough for y'all.
We'll talk about that in a second, because I think some disrespect there. Yeah,
you act like he only runs with the tush push. A lie, and you know it, because you watch him, because you have to watch somebody to hate on him. So as much as y'all hate, you are watching them, and you know it's a lie, but it's all good, because all you've done is you took a Super Bowl winning quarterback that could become fat and happy if he got the props he should, and you gave him more fuel for his fire, more chips to put on the shoulder, more ways to be like, oh, that's what y'all want. Oh, y'all still ain't gonna show me no the respect I deserve as a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yeah,
in my first 5 years as a starter, second time going back after losing, which a lot of people don't do, and you still don't get no love. But guess what?
They be trying to treat this man like he Trent Dilfer or some shit, bro.
We can't take that away, and we don't win the Super Bowl without Jalen Hurts. You could say maybe we don't get there without Saquon, but we don't win the Super Bowl without Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
you say he can throw the ball deep. It's like a real nice deep ball, that dagger that we threw to Deshaun Jackson. I mean, not Deshaun Jackson. That got me so hyped. I'm naming the wrong person. Devontae Smith. You know what I'm saying? That looked pretty good. A lot of nice passes I saw happen from Mr. Hurts, not just in that game, but in the playoffs. So you know what? We won the Super Bowl. Y'all still not respecting our offensive line like you should. And you know how I know you're not respecting them? The players I'm talking to right now, because we've been talking about the top 100. So where you got a lineman that you got at? Where you got our quarterback? Where you got our wide receiver? Devontae Smith ain't even on the list. All I want to say is thank you, because it's very rare that you win the Super Bowl and you get this much disrespect from key pieces. So all you're doing is making it easier for us to go out there and do what we want to do, and that's win another one. Good luck.
I'm just shocked, bro. I'm just and me and my homie Chris Down, shout out to him. Arrowhead Chief podcast we do every Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We talked about this. I was like, this is kind of odd that it's all the talking heads on FS1, ESPN, all your major networks. I've even seen podcasters who just dismiss the Super Bowl champs, and I'm thinking like, yo, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of bananas. That it makes no sense to me. I've never seen a Super Bowl team get this much disrespect. I thought it was odd. I thought it was odd, and we'll talk about expectations later. But I'm just going to peel the curtain back a little bit. I'm expecting to run it back between our teams. That's just where I'm at. I mean, you don't have to necessarily feel the same way, but that's where I'm at. Seeing what we did, seeing what the Eagles are, how great of a team they are, the players that they got, and you've added more in the draft. I love the little cat and mouse game you played in that first round of the draft. I saw that. So I love that cat and mouse game that we're playing, and we're in different conferences. But I feel like we're the cream of the crop. I mean, anybody can dispute it. I mean, if you want to dispute it, go ahead. But I mean, I just think
to be the man, you got to beat the man. That's what Ric Flair say, right?
Woo!
Until they beat y'all in the West, in the AFC, until somebody else beats you, you the man. Until somebody beats us in the NFC, we the man. So,
you kind of alluded to it a second ago, and I wanted to touch on it, is because I'm not understanding I think Jalen Hurts is misunderstood. I think two things can be right at the same time. And what I say is, and what I mean by that is, people are always going to throw into Jalen Hurts' face that, oh man, look at the team he has. And I'm like, well, why are you trying to dock him for his general manager doing his job of creating a good team? That's what a GM's supposed to do. And they use it as a knock against Jalen. Similar to how they knocked, Brock Purdy, and I'll be honest, I was kind of one of those people that kind of knocked Brock Purdy because of the advantage that he had with the roster. But the other part that is true is you still have to quarterback. You still have to make the plays. You still have to be a leader of 53 men. And Jalen Hurts fits that bill to a T. Help the people who are not Eagles Fly fans, help them understand how damn good Jalen Hurts is.
Well, first I want to say it's not that Jalen Hurts is misunderstood, it's that he's hated on. It's pure unadulterated hate. It's not misunderstanding, it's hate. You go back and look at Dan Marino's teams. He had receivers. You go back and look at Terry Bradshaw. He had receivers. You go back and look at Tom Brady. He had receivers. Peyton Manning had receivers. Drew Brees had receivers. There is not a quarterback who has eclipsed the mountaintop and won a Super Bowl that did not have a good team around him.
Yeah.
So miss me with that bull crap. It's because you don't like us. But you forgot that we still don't care.
Don't care.
Okay. Jalen Hurts is a guy that processes the game at a speed that a lot of guys never will. This man has been around the game of football as a quarterback from a young boy. His dad is a coach.
Young boy.
He understands how to process the game at a much higher level. The problem with Jalen Hurts is that he's too nice. He's getting, I feel like over the years, he's getting a little less nice, but he's still too nice. He'll kind of, okay, I don't think we should do this, but we'll do this. But we're learning that he's getting, as we go through coordinators, still in the same tree, but as we start to go through coordinators, he's starting to get a little bit more freedom in the offense. He's a guy that's done what he needs to do. He came in as kind of an afterthought, because I'm not going to front. When he got drafted, I'm not going to say that I thought he wouldn't be a good player, but I was so pissed off that we drafted Jalen Reagor instead of Justin Jefferson that I didn't even get to talk about Jalen Hurts until like the next day. You know what I'm saying? And I said before the draft, and I have the receipts that I can provide you, Jalen Hurts is going to be the best quarterback in his draft class. He's going to be the one that's going to win Super Bowls, and he's going to be the one to get the accolades, not from the players who hating on him because they don't want to be that good, not from the GMs, but from the people who vote, right? He could have been MVP a couple of years ago. He's got a Super Bowl MVP, and he really, even though we lost, could have been the MVP in the last Super Bowl, though he had a costly turnover.
He did play good. Take that turnover away. That was a pristine game.
Yeah. And you think about, like, what can he not do? He can throw the ball deep. He can process. He calls audibles at the line of scrimmage. You know, they try to make a big deal about him and AJ. I mean, you have a long season, and they're best friends. So think about your best friend. Do you ever get pissed off at your best friend? But I ain't talking to you.
We fight all the time.
Yeah, all the time. Me and my best friend be fighting all the time.
Yeah, and it's not malicious. It's it's out of love. And
it would be back good like 15 minutes later.
Yeah,
but if you're talking about a professional sports team, sometimes you might need a week because you may feel like, you know what, you may feel like, oh, he's a little pissed at me, so he ain't throwing me the ball as much as he could. Whereas Jalen looking at it, because Jalen is a very even-keeled individual, so he's just looking at it like, whoever's open, that's why I'm throwing you the ball. But if y'all already had a little bit of maybe a disagreement, we'll say, and then the game goes away where you don't get the ball, like, yeah, man, you might get mad. Y'all was trying to suck stuff out of AJ Brown. Y'all was trying to do anything y'all could to try to cause a rift in the locker room.
It was baiting like mud. I saw it. Yeah. The interviews at his locker room, they were baiting. Yeah. They were baiting AJ Brown to say something.
This one just everybody says Philadelphia media too. But the thing is, when you're a calm leader, when you know you got confidence in yourself, when you believe in your guys, and you think about the bonds he has on this team, Alabama, right? Landon Dickerson went to Alabama. Devontae Smith went to Alabama. You know what I'm saying? There's guys that he has from college. John Mechie, they didn't play together at Alabama. They're part of the Alabama brother.
Yeah, he knows the culture. He knows the brotherhood. That was a good trade, by the way.
Absolutely.
That was a great trade.
Especially with Johnny Wilson getting hurt. The big about 6'5" big boy that was catching everything in the preseason. Yeah. But hey, injuries happen. He's gone for the year, but there's always next year. Hurts just does it all. He manages everything. He keeps it cool. You know, you don't see him. The most you see is when they were picking for the Super Bowl, and he looked at the screen. It's like everybody picked the Chiefs, and he was like, okay. Yeah. That's about the most emotion you got him even when he won. Everybody else is yelling, jumping around. He's just like,
he was ready to get back to work.
Yeah, told him they deserve it. Him, AJ Smitty was getting back to work the next week.
That's what you love to see.
He makes the main thing. He doesn't care about the individual accolades. If they tell him we need to run the ball more so that we can win, he'll run the ball more so they can win. If they tell him we need you to throw the ball 40 times, he'll throw the ball 40 times. But if you have a running game that's working, why are you going to throw the ball 30, 40 times a year? You want to punish him for his passing stats, but none of you jackanapes, none of you assholes want to add in the fact that he's running for 700-800 yards a year and all those running touchdowns. You want to try to separate that. You want to take him. You won't do it for Lamar, but you want to take him and you want just, as a passer. You don't want to talk about any of the other stuff he does. But guess what? That's not how it works. When you're talking about a quarterback and his success, you need to put all the numbers. You need to get a complete picture. But you don't want to do that because you want to set a narrative for Jalen Hurts. When he wins the second Super Bowl, and I truly believe we have a chance to go back-to-back, when he wins the second Super Bowl, what you got to say now? What you got to say? And even if he doesn't, if he has another great year, we get close and we just get bested by somebody, what you got to say? Another great year. Who been in the playoffs every year as a starter? Yeah. Jalen Alexander Hurts, which I don't want to give props for none of those things. All you want to do is try to focus on the things to push him down the rankings. Joe Burrow's been in the Super Bowl, didn't win. Oh, you cry about, he didn't have this, he didn't have that. He didn't got paid. His two receivers got paid. Yep. So that's him. That's on him. And this is the last piece I'll say so we can move on. Jalen took a discount so that the money was there for his other guys. Other guys that took discounts for the guys were there, the guys that have been successful in winning multiple Super Bowls. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, guys like that. You take a discount and say, you know what? You pay me what you can pay me, but make sure it's enough for my guys to stay. Chemistry, camaraderie, keeping guys in the building, that's what wins you championships.
It does.
Alienating players, playing players at the last minute, letting guys walk away and trading your best player is how you've been nowhere near a championship game in so long, Dallas, and will continue to be there. As long as Jarrell Jones is living, and I hope he lives to 150.
Hey, but cool. Here's the kicker that I think a lot of people don't understand about the Jerry Jones situation. Even when he passes, you know who's taking the team over? His family. It's his three kids.
Jr. AKA Steve Jones.
They are all Jones, and he's been grooming them since he bought the team, and they have been in that office since he's bought the team. That franchise is staying in the Jones family, and you Cowboys fans are going to live in misery until the whole Jones family is unfortunately RIP. That's just the truth.
And they'll be long after our time here on Earth. So the rest of my life, I'm gonna enjoy it because it's gonna
hey, them Cowboy fans gonna live in misery. May they pissed.
When it gets to 30, 40 years that I ain't never been to a Super Bowl, we'll see if y'all keep talking about the dusty rings.
Hey, low key, and shout out to our our mutual friends, Box. 49ers ain't won nothing recently either, so I'm just saying.
They have been.
They been. I got it, but they still ain't won nothing.
But they at least went. Dallas ain't sniffing. Dallas don't even know what it's like to be there in the 20th century.
They can't get past that second round. That's their ceiling.
They've only won 2 playoff games. The only time they beat in the second round is when they don't have a first round game.
I know we've had conversations before, and then you've never been a fan of this guy, but he just won y'all Super Bowl. It's almost like you can't get rid of the dude now.
Okay, so I have to slightly soften my stance because he is a Super Bowl winning coach, and there's only one other coach that's won a Super Bowl. We have other championships that everybody acts like don't matter, but they've said, NFL has said, hey, NFL championships do matter. So we've only had a couple of coaches. If I remember, I think 3 or 4 coaches that have won a championship or a Super Bowl. So I do have to at least
Acknowledge that.
acknowledge the fact that he's the head coach of a Super Bowl winning team.
Yeah.
Now you go and win a second one, Nick, and I'm gonna shut up about you. Look, I say that as honest as possible. He go win another one, I got to shut up.
I got you.
I got. If he wins two, If he wins two Super Bowls, I got to shut up about Nick Sirianni. I can feel how I want to feel, but I can keep that to myself, and I can shut up about Nick Sirianni. But Nick, you want me to shut up? Win another one this year. I'll shut up.
Well,
praise you, but I won't.
Well, obviously, me and you had the conversation, but just kind of share like your true thoughts and feelings of his coaching style and how you really feel about it. And and granted, he's won and he's been to two. All right, so it's kind of like you don't want to like go off the rails, but it's kind of like there's still things that you critique.
He needs to, and we'll see if he does it this year, but completely turn over the reins of the offense to the coordinator and let them call plays. I think Nick Sirianni is best as the rah-rah guy, right? Like maybe every once in a while, as a former wide receiver who actually saw some of his video, and he was not bad in college. As a former wide receiver, I know there's going to be a couple times where maybe you see something, you say, hey, go for this player, go for that. I don't have a problem with the coach doing that. Yeah. But leave the everyday play calling and the prep and a lot of that stuff to your coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
I know we have a lot of turnover at coordinator, but you have guys in the organization. We're still getting guys that now have already been there to be the coordinator. When you win, you lose coordinators. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But I just want him to manage the team, be the guy to say, hey, as an offensive guy, I see this that they're trying to do to y'all on defense. Maybe you should try something in this realm, Vic, right? Or, same thing with the OC. But manage the team, be the rah-rah guy. Show that you have the knowledge of X's and O's, but that you're looking at what's actually happening. Review the film with guys, be positive, keep the rah-rah. Those are the things that I want you to do.
Oh, so you want him to kind of be more just build a coach?
A team manager.
Okay. Yeah.
Coach. Yeah, just let the guys, you got Vic Fangio in place.
Let him.
You don't really have to do a lot with the defense.
Hands off.
You've got a coach quarterback in Jalen Hurts. You don't have to do a lot with the offense. Hand him the coordinator, let them work together. You want to sit in and feel like you're part of it, cool, but keep your stuff to a minimum. Let them do what they do. That's when you've been successful. When you try to get yourself too hands-on involved, things don't seem to go as well. And I like what you did last year. You went to Saquon, you said, hey, against the Giants, hey, you got a chance to break your record. You want to play more. I'm about to take a lot of the other offense off, but you can stand if you want to. He was like, nah. He was like, you sure? Things like that. That's a coach being a coach. That's what I want to see you do. I don't want to see you try to tell the offense coordinator to use your playbook ever again. Your playbook is garbage. Your playbook needs to be covered in fecal matter and dairy because it's trash.
Basura, booty juice.
That's the year that we went in the playoffs and lost to the Bucks.
Yeah.
For the past year, the year before we won the Super Bowl, we were using Nick Sirianni's playbook. Other people took the fall, but that was Nick Sirianni's playbook, and it was not a good playbook. So you're better when you have quality coaches as OC and DC, and I believe you have that. Let them do their job.
Was that the year Kellen Moore fell on the sword?
Nah, Kellen Moore was only here for 1 year. He bounced.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a disciple of Vic Fangio that had to fall on the sword in the middle of the season. And then they brought in Matt Patricia, and then that's when I knew that the season was over, and I'm surprised we even made the playoffs. So that's that.
I just need to get your true thoughts on Nick Sirianni. I always thought he was just a character. He's your Miz of WWE. He's gonna.
That is actually a very good.
You know what I'm saying? He's your hype man. I came to play, so, but no, hey, but look, respect is obviously given. You just won a Super Bowl, and you won it.
Got to give him some respect. You just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so not many coaches done that. So, but look, obviously, look, roster build phenomenal, GM phenomenal. Ownership, phenomenal. Uh, but not everything's perfect. You got to drop some. You got to have some kind of concerns. What's up with them?
So my concerns are very simple. Depth at the wide receiver position, because now we only have 5 wide receivers. So anytime you have less than 6 wide receivers, to me, there's some concern.
Playing with fire.
We had to keep 3 quarterbacks because Tanner McKee has a finger injury. So he has to be on the active roster. So we had to also keep Sam Howell. So we have to keep 3 quarterbacks because we don't want to put McKee on like in the reserve or the pup list or anything. So he has to be there playing. Punt return. We have Cooper DeJean as the starting punt returner. I don't need a guy that we're going to depend on to play a lot of plays on offense. On defense to be our punt returner. We have guys that are third string or second string cornerbacks or whatever that could be, or wide receivers that could be the kick returner. I don't like my young star defensive player also being able to get teed off on punt returns.
Yeah.
Had some concern on the offensive line because one of our linemen, Landon Dickerson, was injured, but he's back to 100%. He's good. He's ready to go. He had to have a little procedure a couple of weeks ago, but he's fine now. He's back, so that's no longer a concern. Defensive, for me, you could never have enough defensive tackles, defensive ends. So I'd love to have like 10 of them on the team. It's unrealistic. We do have a thing, but we don't have the guys behind the guys that we know about like we did last year. Right now it's Byron Young, Ty Robinson, and Gabe Hall. And these are guys that could be great, but I haven't seen it yet, so there has to be a little bit of concern. And then at safety. Right now on the active roster, we have 3 safeties, one of which is Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown, along with Dallas Goedert, are 2 guys you can guarantee are going to miss at least 4 games this year. So only having 2 other safeties has to be a concern. I'm sure the problem will be rectified at some point, but that hasn't been yet. And then last but not least, left cornerback. There's been a lot of movement at this point. Adoree Jackson is the starter at left corner, and Jacorian Bennett is the second string. I believe once he gets completely acclimated with the system, that Jacorian Bennett may take that job from Adoree Jackson. Keely Ringo, which was a guy that was there to kind of be in the battle, just got moved to Quinyon Mitchell's backup. So I think that switch of putting Keely Ringo as the second behind Quinyon, who's gonna start, means he's basically 4th on the depth chart at corner, and then Jacorian Bennett is moving up. So those are some of the things that I'm looking at. But when I look at linebacker, you got Nolan Smith, Zach Bond, Jahad Campbell, and Jalix Hunt. Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt are basically edge rushers. They can still drop back in coverage and play when need to, but at least one of them is going to be coming for the quarterback in certain situations. So comfortable with that, comfortable with the starters all across the board except for Sidney Brown. And it's not that I hate on Sidney Brown, but he hasn't shown that he can be healthy. Of course, we got another guy who we have to be concerned about in Nakobe Dean and his health. Right? Because no matter how good of a player you are, and he played well last year, no matter how good you are, if you can't stay healthy, it's not a lot you can do to help the team. But then some of the depth at wide receiver, we got 3 on the practice squad. So that's good. Elijah Cooks, Britton Covey, and Terrence Marshall all on the practice squad. Got a couple of tight ends on there. We're going to need to move one of them up at some point because, like I said, unfortunately, Dallas Goedert gets hurt every year. And then we do have Andre Sam, Brandon Johnson, and Marcus Epps that we signed to the practice squad as safeties. I think at least one of those guys are going to have to play. I'm sure somebody's going to be elevated. I think as one of the safeties once we do get Tanner McKee healthy, because then Sam Howell can be the emergency quarterback. We know that doesn't count against your 53-man roster thanks to the 49ers when we beat them in the NFC Championship game. They cried about the quarterback injuries. So he's the third quarterback because of them, the emergency quarterback. But those are some of the questions I have for the team for the season.
Yeah. Hey, got to be always honest about the squad. Let's run through this schedule real quick and get your thoughts on obviously Super Bowl champs kick it off, easy dub. All right, let's not even. Do you even want to waste time on that?
Nope.
All right, let's move on. Week 2, that's where it really kicks off. Obviously it's a coin toss. You know, I think we addressed the offensive line issues. You know, in a close game, we'll take it. But I wouldn't be surprised if you guys win it. You guys beaten us in there before, so
yeah, I think we'll win. You're missing one. Aren't you missing one of your wide receivers is out suspended?
Yeah, Rasheed, it's okay. We play.
No. I just think that not having him is going to be something that's going to affect you in this game. There are some weeks when you play certain teams where it doesn't matter. Like we can scheme around it, but I think with what we're able to do, that's going to be a deciding factor. If y'all were at 100%, I think I'd be a little bit more concerned. But I think we take care of y'all.
Yeah, hey, and it's no biggie. I say we running the Super Bowl back. So,
yeah,
you know
that's the important one.
Yeah, I am concerned about the back with Matthew.
He's gonna get hit. He's gonna be uncomfortable in this game. He's gonna get hit. Jalen Carter is going to ride him like he is a horse.
And it's at the link, so you already know is the rowdy. This is the game I really want to see right here because Baker has been playing. I don't know what it is, dog. I couldn't stand Baker Mayfield, but the minute this dude put on a Bucs uniform, it's like, dude, kind of been balling, bro. Like,
we haven't done well against Tampa Bay in the past either. They have a team who defensively have kind of had our number,
and they put a fight against y'all every time, bro.
I think that people need to remember that in that game that we lost to them, we didn't have Devontae Smith or AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And you take anybody's top 2 receivers away from them, and that offense is going to look a lot different. But I think it's about time for Tampa Bay to learn. We focus. And I want to say one thing about week 1. We're not coming out for the celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So that celebration that they're putting out there for us winning the championship this past season, we're not coming out for that. Dallas is going to be out there. We're not going to be out there. We're not worried about what we did last year. That's great. That's wonderful. We celebrated in the offseason before training camp started. We're focused on this year.
Mm.
That doesn't happen a lot. Most teams are out there celebrating, smiling with their rings on, dancing and doing all that. Now it's about business. And Tampa Bay needs to feel that needs to stop feeling that they are superior. And I think this is a great opportunity for us to do that.
Mm. Another tough matchup. You get Denver Broncos. That's at the link. Okay.
It's at the link. If it was in Denver, I give them a better chance because Denver is a much improved team. But this defense should be right by week 5. Right. The first couple of weeks, somebody might catch us slipping because we got some young guys and some different pieces. But by week 5, we're gonna be right. So Denver,
tough.
Go down too.
I don't know how you feel about the Giants. I don't know what you're gonna get offensively, but their front 7 is gonna be nasty. So I'm kind of like, your offensive line play got to be on point.
I would be surprised if we lost to the Giants. Just because you know how you have some teams that you just beat. That's been the Giants for us for a while. Until they do something to show me differently, I'm going to say I think we're going to win that
game. Even on the road, you feeling that? Okay, I hear you.
If we're going to lose one, it would be on the road. Remember, Saquon still got a lot of built up emotions whenever he plays the Giants. So you gotta let him. I want to get everybody out of that game on week 6 though as quickly as possible because the Giants field is atrocious.
Yeah. Then you get Minnesota on the road again. You got to see just Jettas.
Young quarterback. We're gonna rattle pressure. We're gonna show him some things he ain't seen before. Jetta gonna have $150 probably. They still gonna lose.
Still gonna lose. Y'all, and you figure you taking the broom to the old Giants.
Yeah, I'm taking the broom to the Giants.
Good. I always love a week 9 bye. Like week 9 to 12 is like the best bye in my opinion. So like,
that week 5 deal was pretty good last year. But I'll take 9. I'll take 9.
I hate them early buys because
normally I do, but it worked really well for us. We won 10 games after the bye straight, so it worked really well for us. This is what I want people to understand. One of those games I picked before week 9, I picked we win. We're probably gonna lose one of those because we're gonna always lose a game we shouldn't. So we're gonna probably be sitting here at 8-1. Green Bay. If there's anybody here that's a Green Bay fan, I want you to listen to this very carefully. You ran around like some little soft sissies, trying to get everybody to stop the tush push. And you think bringing in Micah Parsons, who we know how to play, is going to be the difference? Y'all getting it. If there's one team that we looking at that I feel like should be circled on the schedule by management, the players, the fans kids, you know what I'm saying? Our fans that have gone on, everybody that is smart. They gonna get it. Green Bay, you gonna get it.
Go get stomped out.
I want to go in there on Monday night
and stomp them out.
And I want them to leave that game crying.
Hey,
that's
cool.
What I want.
Hey, I feel that. Hey,
y'all are my personal enemy this year.
Hey, but shout out to my man.
I hate you more than the Cowboys. I hate you more than the Patriots.
Hey,
y'all are the ones that should be the ones for us. This should be the game where we say you getting it.
Oh, damn.
And we can run a tush push on you 30 times. Every time we got a 3rd and 1, we should run a tush push. Every time we get to the end zone, we should run a tush push just to make a statement.
That's wild.
Don't actually do that though, Nick, because I don't want to get nobody hurt. But you know what I'm saying.
Hey,
and after that, we got a back-to-back NFC North. We got the mouthy dude, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I tell you better watch your 6, homie. You've been running your mouth all off season.
Ooh,
watch your 6.
Ooh, and he ain't even at the crib to do all that yapping. Ooh,
yeah, he been yapping all off season, so y'all gonna get it too, because he made that happen for y'all. This is gonna probably, I don't like saying this, and this is the day after my birthday, but this is probably the Dallas loss. I think we split with Dallas.
Really?
We did sweep them last year.
That's odd that you say that.
Yeah, I think we'll lose one to Dallas this year. If we do, it'll be this one in AT&T Stadium in Arlington, not in Dallas, but in Arlington. So this is one I'll pick because remember I didn't pick any losses earlier. So I'll pick this as like a loss. It'll probably take the place of a loss because we'll probably win this and prove me wrong. Which, hey, if I'm wrong about losing to Dallas, so be it. But I think we'll split with them. So this will be the one that we lose to Dallas.
Kind of shocked by that.
Because we ain't losing in week 1.
No, not at all. Yeah, you might as well chalk that up. Anyway, I'm not sold on Caleb Williams. How you feel about him and your chances of that one?
We should win this game. We should beat Chicago. We should beat Chicago. We should beat Chicago.
No faith in Chicago because people are up on Chicago for some reason. I'm just like, I'm not sure.
They get up on people too easily. Somebody they got a new coach. He's going to change the offense. They'll probably be better than last year. But until Chicago goes out and shows me that they can put it together on offense and defense and be an elite team, if I got us beating the better teams in your division, ain't no way I got us losing to y'all.
Touche. People are high on the Chargers. I'm not.
Neither. Yeah. I already told you how I feel about the Raiders.
Nah, they're just yeah. I mean, Pete Carroll, Super Bowl pedigree, I get it, but I'm just like, I don't. Raiders do Raiders things. I've seen it for many years.
Yeah.
First matchup with Washington. That's a ooh, and you got Buffalo back to back on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Tough stretch right there.
So the first game against Washington I'll actually be at. We're gonna split with Washington too. Because when we play them in week 18, they're gonna want it and we're not. So we're gonna win this game.
They gonna want it, we're not.
Week 18, we can already be set.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If you got one seed already sold up, you like,
man, so this is the one we need to win in Washington. From what I've read, that's going to be a Saturday night game.
Yeah, they still got TBD on it.
Yeah, they still got TBD, but the guy I'm going with is a season ticket holder for the Commanders, and it's showing it as a Saturday night game.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that's going to be Saturday night. If they do change the Sundays, whatever, I'll be there till Monday. So whatever way they go, they ain't playing with me. I'm going to watch this game. I'm having a good time.
Like I'm there.
I think we beat the Commanders.
That's a tough matchup right there.
I'll take an L to Buffalo and an L to the Commanders for the last two games of the season. That still gives us three losses, maybe 4 losses. That's where I got us at.
Okay.
If we beat Buffalo, hey, again, if I'm wrong about a game that we're losing, I'm never upset.
Never. And of course, before I get you up out of here, what's your expectations on the squad, man?
My expectation is to go back to the Super Bowl and win again. That's my expectations. Anything less than that is a disappointment from last year, because the only thing we can do is match what we did last year. We can't do better. You can't do better than winning the Super Bowl. Now, whether we win the Super Bowl by 20 points or 2 points, I don't really care. I might get a few more gray hairs if it's 2 points, but I don't really care. It's about winning. You know what I'm saying? So my expectations are for us to go back to the Super Bowl and win. We'll have some decisions we'll have to make in the offseason. So we may not have the same group all together after this season. So I think this is a good one to win. And if we do win this one, Lane Johnson has said if we win the Super Bowl, he's out. So, yeah.
So are you saying this window is not as big as once thought, or
no? It's still big, but it won't be the same team.
Okay.
A lot of these guys, I think, like a Lane Johnson, he said if I win another Super Bowl, this will be 3 for him. He's out, and I don't blame him for that. You start to get a little bit longer in the tooth.
Yeah,
it gets hard to get back in shape. It gets harder to continue to do this. But other than that, there's nobody else on the line that's going to be leaving anytime soon. Other than that, there's nobody else that I think is a major free agent that we can't keep. But go Birds! It's always difficult to keep all of your pieces, because when you win, people start overpaying people. So people you thought you might be able to keep, you're not able to keep. Right? So I think we'll lose a couple of pieces if we do win. But my expectation is go ahead and go back to back. The 3-peat's hard, but the back to back can be done. We got the team. We got the right players on offense. We can run the ball. Will Shipley has been promoted to backup, and I want people to understand Shifty Shipley. Y'all might remember his name. He was at Clemson before he got to the Eagles, and my man is he's speed. So I like him. I like AJ Dillon. That running back room I really like. We got a fullback, Ben Van Summeren, so we even have a fullback on the active roster, which we haven't had in a long time. So you clearly understand that we are going to be dedicated to running the ball. So it's another year of, Jalen Hurts didn't throw for 5,000 yards, and 87 touchdowns, and his completion percentage wasn't 85, so he's not a good quarterback. And that's okay. The more y'all hate, the more we seem to win. So I would make the request, all the talking heads, all the people that have been doubting us, don't change. Don't stop doubting us. Continue to do you so that we can continue to do us.
I feel that. Hey man, it's always a pleasure to chop it up, talk ball with you, bro. Man, I always
Yeah.
appreciate you, man. I always appreciate the time. I already know you're gonna keep it real, and every time we get together, we cut up. So
The game tonight, I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
no, I was about to say that. I was like, we was actually pretty tame today. Because it's
Save it
not
a little bit for Eagles Elite, you know what I'm saying? I gotta save a
yeah,
little bit for Eagles Elite, 8:30 p.m.
nah,
8:30 p.m. Eagles Elite podcast on YouTube. So save
nah.
some for that.
Hey, for sure, for sure. Hey, we can't give them all the cooking right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sleep. No more sleep.
Yeah, one more sleep till football is back for sure. Who my brother always appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, his LinkedIn tree is right there by his name. Tap in with him. All right, uh, like y'all mind, hey, because he's moving on to something right after this. So
Got me a little hour and 15, and I'll be cranking up Eagles Elite. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have a ball tonight.
I understand it. You keep
This
moving.
is a special
You
week.
gotta keep moving. Keep moving. I got you, dog. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, y'all know where to find me. All right. Hey, IOW Sports Network on all social media platforms. If you can't find me there, just going over to my Twitter. Yeah, I still call it Twitter. KCY Carmine, where I'll be posting all my content. So, hey man, I'm gonna get my brother up out of here. I'm gonna get up out of here because, like him, I gotta move on to something else too. So,
You know
hey, peace and love, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know what is good. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. We out here. Peace.
Go Birds.